Hey guys, so we're going to be working on the Polo here today. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for Jan to rock up. Yeah, Jan's here. Let's go. Oh, what?
We're gonna get some coolant, because I forgot to bring it.
Oh, oh, this is a great start. Alright, let's go. How are we doing, sir?
Fantastic! Really well.
So we need to go to buy some coolant, yes?
Yeah, we need to go get some concentrate, because I've got some in the back of the car, but I don't have enough. We're at Woolies to get some distilled water. $2.30, so what, $10 for 6 litres?
Rightio.
We got oil, lots of it. So when we were bringing it back, the radiator itself was leaking at the very bottom, so I know there's a split on the plastic. I got a new core. It's a spare core sitting in the workshop. It's also got the AC, but we're just going to take the AC off on this car so we don't have to drain the fluid or take the gas out. And because we don't have to take the gas out, we just bolt in this new radiator and call it, and it should be right. So because we're changing the radiator over, I've got to access the very front of the radiator support to be able to undo the screws that hold it in place. So we've got to take the front bumper off. But before I do that, I just want to note that all the hardware that is in this front bar and in the headlights is all wrong. Same with that. That's wrong. And I don't know what else has been wrong, but this thing hasn't been put back together correctly. So let's get it up off the ground and let's get going. There's 3 reasons why 1.8T overheats. The first one is that your thermostat is blocked, it's stuck closed, and it doesn't allow cold coolant to get sucked up by the water pump. Second reason is you lose all your coolant, you don't have any coolant in the system. And the third reason is the fans don't work. And they don't work, if you're an idiot, they don't work, really, pretty much. Let's get under the car and let's show you what has actually happened for these fans not to work. So, this is one fan harness, all right? That's the output of the fan. As you can see, it runs down, runs around, and it's plugged in. It's plugged in to the other fan. And the other plugs, the body itself is just plugged into itself. So, of course, the fans aren't running because the fans aren't plugged in. I had a fucking laugh at this. This is brilliant. I mean, how could you do? Here's the body. They're opposing plugs, so you don't mix up the main fan and the AC fan. So this is just the secondary fan. This only switches on just, you know, when it needs to. It doesn't always switch on. This one always runs, this main fan here. So, I mean, oh, let's fix this. Let's change the radiator and let's get going. Now we have the fans plugged into the body. So one fan going into the body, second. These fans will now run 100%. I won't test it out because we haven't got any coolant in the system, and well, we've got a leak somewhere. We've got a crack in the radiator somewhere down here. So got to pull the radiator out, which means taking the whole front bumper off, which is not installed correctly anyway.
Yeah, and what's that red stuff? Is that like silicone or something?
So that's silicone because the O-ring probably swelled up, and then the previous owner couldn't put it back on or was missing the O-ring, so they just used sealant and put the flange back on, which is not that great really. It looks shocking. We're gonna replace that. We're gonna fix it up. We're gonna make it right. That shouldn't be floppy. I'll just clip it back on. Well, look how much the coolant's in here. That's funny. I'm taking this off because it's broken. So we've got to fix it.
Opa.
So I've taken off the positive crankcase ventilation system because this elbow that goes down as a return line, not looking pretty. So we've got to put another one in. If you don't replace this, you can kill your engine really quick, and it's not funny. So we got 4 bolts to take off. That hold the radiator, the condenser, and the fans on. They're on all 4 corners here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and why were you taking off the oil filter like that?
Someone's talked this to, I don't know what. Like, you can see how scratched it is. They like ripped it on and probably put Loctite or something. I can't. You should just be able to unscrew it. Like, gentle. Oil filters, gentle. Not fucking, I can't even beat it off. I just found this on the ground. 10 mil! Someone lost their 10 mil! You get a new 10 mil! Hey! I should check in the bushes. Oh my god, silicone. There's just silicone everywhere. There's silicone there, there's silicone on this, there's silicone on that. This guy really likes using silicone.
What's that over there?
No.
Do you see that as well?
I do see that.
What
It's
the
my favorite.
fuck?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Alright, she's out. A lot of sealant. There's a lot of silicone as well. Why? There's an O-ring for a reason, but now there's like silicone to do the same job the O-ring does. I don't get it. Like, if you're missing an O-ring, yeah, fair enough, but like the O-ring's in there, it's buried. What the O-ring wasn't good enough. The silicone had to. The worst part is this silicone's tacky. It's the wrong stuff. Yeah, that's not meant to be like that. Alright, so we're just putting a new one in because didn't have another one sitting around with the O-ring, so got this aluminium one. Might as well put it in, doesn't matter. So I was gonna plug the sensor back in, but then I realized that this wire is just straight away, it's just broken. It's not even in, which explains exactly why the thermostat reading on the dash kept reducing back down to 50 degrees. We just go down to 50 degrees and like want to heat up back to 90 just over time, you know. So yeah, this sensor's gone. All right, so I put this PCB thing back on. I just need a clamp because I haven't got a clamp for it right now, but I've put the new elbow in for the minute, and yeah, just got to clamp it.
The new oil filter.
Get some of your old oil, or you can put fresh oil, doesn't really matter. Just want to lubricate the O-ring a little bit, just so that it's not running dry.
Sure you don't want to hammer it on?
Yeah, I'm not hammering this one on. No way in hell. And like it says on the instructions, turn it by hand, 3/4 turn. That's it. No more. No more. That's it. Little, gentle, light. It's gonna seal. If it doesn't seal and it's leaking a little bit, just give it a little bit more of a turn after it's run in a little bit.
Talk to spec as usual.
Talk to infinity. Nothing's mixed. I mean, if I had coolant or water or anything else go straight, then you know that oil is contaminated and you've got potential combination either at the oil cooler or at your head gasket, but very, very unlikely on these engines that it's the head gasket. I'm just undoing the condenser from this pair. We're just gonna put the new radiator in.
So because we've got the new radiator, it already has the fans attached to it, and we don't exactly want to take it off because it's going to be more time than, you know, we need to spend on it.
Topping up now with just some distilled water just to clear the system. We're gonna let it run and then we're just gonna drain it. And after that, we just top up some good stuff. Battery's cooked.
Oh, because the headlights.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty much what we try to do is we try to roll the car and gain momentum, and then because we couldn't start it because the battery was dead because we had the headlights on, Jan jumps in the car and clutch out and then tries to get the engine engaged to turn over, but didn't work. And we almost had it, but then there was some cranking noise and then it didn't want to do anything after that. So it was a good attempt though.
So we're back following night. We've recharged the battery because it died. We're gonna turn the car on, clear the fault codes and go from there. Yeah, we're gonna work it. Fuck yeah. Nothing leaked.
Jan, what do you think the problem is?
Running dry. Diagnosis is we got a faulty water pump. It's one thing after another thing after another thing because none of the coolant's actually getting sucked into the system. The system's just like sitting there, not taking anything in. I'm lost a little bit. This is an interesting one. Very, very interesting.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Did you get that on camera?
Yeah. Oh, okay. What is that?
The vacuum pump. Oh, that's bugged. You can hear it like a hissing noise. Right there, it's split. Can't you see it split?
Oh yeah.
So it's split, and because it's split, it's just fallen off the check valve. This is for your brake booster, so if this fails, your brakes go usually soft. You might have to cut it shorter, and then use a heat gun, and then push it back on. That's gonna be the only way to fix it, really. So I just try to open up the radiator and just let everything drain out, because the water pump will just essentially just push everything out. But when I opened it up, nothing came out. So, well, just a little bit came out. That was about it. Realistically, while I have the engine running, everything should just run out. So the system's not sucking in coolant as it should. It's running out now. Before it wasn't running out. Like I opened it up and I left it open and nothing was running out. Now it's all running out. And
Oh yeah, true.
that shouldn't be happening. The fact that Benji opened it the other day and now we can't open it is a cry of offense, because we should have taken the door card off. Yeah, you can get it. It's a bit of a trick. Sometimes you have to fiddle with the knob. Sometimes you gotta get the handle right. Sometimes you gotta just push it so that the latch can actually like drop off. Get the door card off, and because we have it off now, I'm confident to shut the door, because before, if we shut it and it wouldn't open again, then we're in deep trouble, because then we have to cut the door card, or, well, yeah, pretty much we have to cut the door card, or we have to cut the chassis, and that's not really a good option. So door card off, and then you can undo all the 10 mils and actually open up the window reg, so you can actually get up to the door lock. Woo. She boosts very good. So we're going for a quick test drive just now, and everything seems all right. Just needs to warm up, another glug of coolant, and she should be good. No issues, actually. I'm surprised. It's just the air leak that we have from the brake booster, the brake booster hose, the door lock issue, and that's it, really. Yeah, just missing a few bits of hardware. That's it. Cool.